Okay, guys. Welcome, welcome. We're going to have today a Vinyasa Flow 1, 2. If you have some injury in your body, please listen to your body. Take care of your body. Adjust in the healthy side, not in the injured side. If you're doing any modification, please do it in the healthy side. And always listen to your body. If I say something that your body doesn't want to go there, please don't go. Let's start here in the sitting position. Welcome, everyone. I always use a blanket or maybe a block or maybe a book, whatever, lifting me up from the floor. And then if my knees should be in line with my hips or lower. Yes, a towel, whatever you have there. Yes. Okay. Then belly in, sit up tall, shoulders down. Hands to your heart center. And then maybe you can close your eyes and start to connect with your breath. Listen to your breath. Coming gently in and out through your mouth. On the next inhalation, I want you to welcome your breath into your body. Then welcome your body onto your mat. And last, welcome the whole self into this present moment, the here and now. That space that you create for your practice. I would like to start with 3 ohms. Remember, Om is the universal sound and it's very powerful. And when you exhale, you create your own from your belly. Now inhale. Your heart, bow your head, and release your hands on your side. This is a great moment to set up an intention. Remember, you can create a mantra, which is a word, a sentence, a name, a sound that you repeat more than 2 times. That's a mantra. But whatever you choose for your intention, totally perfect. Just be mindful when you create it. Take a deep inhale through your nose and take that intention with your hands to it up. Big exhale, open mouth. Let go. Share it with the universe. One more time. Big inhale through your nose. Deep exhale, let it go. Today, open your eyes. Namaste. Welcome, everyone. Okay, ready today, guys? Okay, let's start in all 4. Hands and knees. All 4. Hands and knees. Make sure your hands exactly underneath your shoulder. Your knees exactly underneath your hips. Press your palms onto the floor, especially on your index fingers and your thumbs. Now I want you to wrap your triceps towards the shoulder, hugging your bones with your muscles. Now, keep your belly engaged. Do not drop your belly. This is really bad for your lower back. Keep your belly engaged. Your abdominal muscles are engaged as you root down to the top of your feet and including your pinky toes when you root down. Now, we're going to do a couple cat and cow stretch here. Inhale, opening your chest. Now, feel the arch on your back, on the upper back. Do not drop your belly again. Keep your abdominal muscles engaged as you pull your chest to your arms, softening your shoulders down and away from your ears. And your neck is just an extension of your spine, looking forward and up. Not hyperextended. Inhale here. For cow stretch. Exhale, heart stretch. Now feel the vertebrae creating more expansion. Now bend your sitting bone, the upper back towards the ceiling as you tuck your belly a lot more and as you take your chin onto your chest. Relaxing your head right there. Your shoulders are still down and away from your ears. Now we're going to do it dynamically. Inhale for cow. Use your breath. Exhale, round for cat. Inhale for cow stretch, Vinyasa. Exhale, round for cat stretch, Marjarasana. One more time. Inhale, open up your chest. Exhale, round your spine. Come back to neutral. Hold your toes under and lift your knees off the ground just a few inches. Then I know you can see me better because most of my clothes, my yoga clothes are black, but now I'm using this one that you can see a little bit where my legs are. Because I know when I'm wearing all black, it's hard to see. But now I'm trying to figure out, guys. I don't have so many colors. Okay, now your knees are off the ground. I know you're breathing there. Breathe here. Breathe here. Press onto the top, the ball of your feet, and press onto your hands on the ground. Now keeping your belly engaged. Inhale, open up your chest. Chest to your arms. Pulling your chest forward. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, open up your chest for cow. Last one. Exhale, cat stretch. Release your knees on the ground. I know that one is a hard one to warm up your legs. Now inhale here. Let's change it a little bit. Big toes touching. Open your knees a little bit and sit on your heels. Now this one is an extended child's pose. It's not a regular child's pose. It's Vinyasa extended child's pose. It's an active pose because you're pressing your palms into the ground. Your forearms are off the ground because your arms are engaged. You're releasing your shoulders up and away from your ears as you lengthen your tailbone towards the backward by the effort of your pelvic floor, pressing back. And maybe you can release your forehead on the ground. Breathe here. Now, keeping your hands shoulder distance apart, you can walk your hands towards your left. Keep the separation of your hands, shoulder distance apart, because you don't want to be jamming on your shoulders or your neck. Now, I want you to reach with your right fingertips forward and left as you stretch your right side of your body. Feel the lateral side to stretch. Come back to the center. Now let's go for the other side for Vinyasa. Walk your hands to your right. Reach with your left fingertips forward and right as you feel the stretch in your lateral side. And maybe you can release your forehead on the ground, maybe not. But send your sitting bones towards the back wall. Reaching back towards the back wall. Feeling the stretch in the side. Breathe. Now come back to the center again. Utthita-balasana. Remember, it's an active pose. You reach into your fingertips forward as you lengthen your tailbone towards the back wall. Now come back to all fours. Move your hands underneath your shoulders. Again, your knees, adjust your knees and your feet. Curl your toes under and lift your knees off the ground again. Inhale here. Imagine that you have a block between your thighs and you're hugging that block between your thighs. You're hugging your outer hips in. Exhale here. Microbend your elbows if you hyperextend. Inhale one more time. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Keep your knees bent into your first down dog. Be gentle with your hamstrings. Come up on your toes all the way. Release only your right hip down as your left knee bends without hyperextending your right knee. Lift up your right knee cup as engage your quads. Come up on your toes all the way. Release your left hip down as your right knee bends generously. Now again, left knee cup is up to engage your quads, the muscles of the front of the thigh. Come up on your toes all the way. Release your right hip down as your left knee bends. Come up on your toes all the way. Release your left heel down as your right knee bends. Now come up on your toes all the way. Bring your attention to your hands. I want you to press more onto your index fingers and your thumbs as you wrap your triceps towards each other. Release your shoulders up and away from your ears as you lengthen your tailbone towards the back wall. Not only up, towards the back wall. Softening your front ribs in. Now to lengthen your legs, release your heels on the ground as much as you can, lifting up your toes to engage your muscles. Remember, do not hyperextend your knees, do not hyperextend your elbows. Breathe here. Now bend your knees generously, walk your hands to your feet. Walk your hands to your feet, hands on your hips. Now get your elbows closer to each other. Release your shoulders up and away from your ears. Your belly is on your thighs and let go your head completely. Now root down to your heels, especially because your knees are bent. Now straighten your spine and come back up, meeting with your chest all the way up, very slowly and controlled. Good. Okay, great. Then let's walk to the top of your mat. Inhale. Okay, let's check our position right here. Your feet, hip bones distance apart. When I talk about the hip bones distance apart, it's your hip bones. It's not outside of the flesh of the hips. It's the hip bones in line with your knees and leaves on top of your ankles and ankles in line with your toes. That means your toes in front of your heels. Your feet parallel to each other. Now, your pelvis. I want you to press your inner thighs back as you lift your pubic bone up towards your navel. Then your pelvis is in a neutral position. Okay. Now, open up your chest, shoulders down, but your front ribs are hugging in. Then you always engage your abdominal muscles. Then your core is totally engaged to protect your lower back. Then I want you to keep all those points in mind. Now, rotate your palms to the sides to keep your shoulders in an external rotation. Now, inhale. All the way up, arms up, only your arms. Don't let your shoulders to go up with your shoulders down. Reach up, little fingertips, maybe feeling your toes, feeling your palms, looking up. Belly in, guys, feet parallel to each other. Exhale, hinges from your hips, forward. Meeting with your chest all the way down until your head is completely relaxed. Now your knees are bent. If you have tight hamstrings or lower back pain, then soften onto your knees. That your head is totally relaxed, your hands in line with your toes. Inhale, halfway lift. In this one, your legs are straight, you're lifting your kneecaps to engage your quads. Your belly is in, your tailbone is wishing towards the back wall. As you pull your sternum forward, your spine is parallel straight, shoulders down, hands outside of your shins because you don't want to put ever pressure on your knees. Then just put it in the side of your knees. I have a visitor here. Hey, hello. It's Julie. Exhale, release, let go of your head completely. Soften your knees if you need to. Now, root down to your feet. Keep your belly in first. Leading with your chest. Inhale, pull your arms out and up. Leading with your chest. All the way up. Now, rounding the spine. All the way up. Release your shoulders down. Maybe feeling your palms, feeling your toes. Hands to heart center. Okay. We're going to do again the half stand salutation. It's only the order. Surya Namaskar, which is at the top of your mat, is not going out. But you do it in the side. Remember your feet parallel to each other. You're rooting down to all four corners of your feet, engaging your legs, keeping your belly engaged, shoulders down, from resting. Inhale, arms rise. All the way up. Exhale, changing from your hips, fold forward, all the way down. Inhale, halfway left. You're pulling your sternum forward as you lengthen your tailbone back. Exhale, release. Let go of your head again. Root down to your feet. Inhale, arms right. Lead with your chest. Pull your arms out and up. All the way up. Reaching and grow tall. Hands to heart center. Let's go again. One more time. Inhale, arms right. Urdhva-hastasana. All the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Uttanasana. Spine straight, guys. Inhale, halfway left. All the Uttanasana. Spine straight again. Exhale, release. Uttanasana. Root down to your feet. Inhale, arms right. Roll tall. Urdhva-hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samasthiti, Tadasana. Okay, now we're going to do Surya Namaskar A, but we're going to do it like maybe 3 times, but I wanted to, the first one, we're going to stop and do it step by step. You're going to choose your modifications from this one. Inhale, arms right, all the way up, Urdhva-hastasana. Exhale, forward fold, hinge your hips, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway left, all the Uttanasana. Exhale, hands to the floor, and step back to plank. Plank is your hands stay underneath your shoulders. You're pressing to the ball of your feet towards the back, towards the floor, as you lengthen your heels towards the back wall. Now, you are in the ball of your feet. Now I want all your belly is in all the time as you pull your sternum forward. Now you are in the ball of your feet right now. Now I want you to go on your tippy toes, shifting forward. Then your shoulders are on top of your fingers. Now release your knees on the ground for everyone now here for the first time. Release the top of your feet on the ground. Now lower down chaturanga, create 90-degree angle on your arms. Pay attention to your shoulder heads, pointing up, belly in, pull your chest forward. 5 but not touching the floor, and let's hit the floor, the chest at the same time as your belly. Place your hands next to your lower ribs, system like that. Elbows in, close into each other, shoulder heads higher. Now root down to the top of your feet. Lift your knees off the ground. That means your kneecaps are up. Engage your quads. Press your pubic bone onto the floor. As you lift your belly in and up, lengthening your tailbone down towards your heels. Now inhale, low cobra. Again, shoulder heads not pointing up. Pointing up. Shoulder heads pointing up. Low cobra. Front ribs are on the ground. Belly in. How much space you create in your lower back. Inhale here. Exhale, release. 2 more times. Inhale, low cobra, or Bhujangasana. Exhale, release. 1 more time. Inhale, low cobra. Elbows in, closer to each other. Shoulder heads higher. Belly in, tailbone. The flesh borders releasing down towards your heels. As you lengthen your legs back, you pull your chest, your sternum forward. Exhale, release. Now we're going to go up to a dog, but you can use your knees, you can lift your knees on the ground. Low cobra, and we're going up to a dog. Get your thighs, your belly off the floor. Thighs, belly, chest off the floor. Open up your chest, thighs off the floor. Open up your chest, shoulders on top of your wrist. Yes, lifting from your head, curl your toes under, press back, downward facing dog. Deepen your breath. Soften into your pose. Maybe your down dog now is with straight legs. You're bending, you keep bending on your knees if you have tight hamstrings, as I do, or lower back pain. But you're still pressing your palms into the ground as you send your sitting bones toward the back wall, and you're releasing your hips as much as you can to the floor. Now come up on your toes, bend your knees, your belly closer to your thigh. Now look forward, your shoulders down. Now step for the first time to the top of your mat. Feet parallel to each other. Inhale, halfway left, Adha Chandrasana. Exhale, release, Uttanasana. Put down to your feet, inhale, arms, circle your arms out and up, leading with your chest to grow tall. Hands to heart center, Samasthiti. We're going to do it one more time. I lost Sharon. She's just learning to use the Zoom meeting. But anyway, and Zoom meeting is great because I can adjust you personally. It's like a personal class. But if you see the video and I don't see you, you just do as much as you can. And you have to be careful. Please, please, please be careful with your body. Listen and respect and honor your body. Okay, let's do it again. All together. You can choose. Okay, you have options. Inhale, arms rise. All the way up. Urvahastasana. Exhale, forward fold, hinging from your hips. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway left. Adha Chandrasana. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back to plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Maybe you release your knees on the ground, maybe not. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Maybe you go to the floor and then do low cobra and then Urdhva Mukha. Or just straight from chaturanga to Urdhva Mukha. Lifting from your head back to Adha Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog. I want you to choose your modifications mindful, or just keep it all together if you need it. Come up on your toes, bend your knees, look forward, a step or maybe slightly jump to the top of your mat. This is your practice. Inhale, halfway left, Adha Chandrasana. Exhale, release, Uttanasana. Go down to your feet, inhale, arms right, lead with your chest all the way up, grow tall. Hands to heart center, Samasthiti. Let's do it again. I'm going to check a little bit more on you. Inhale, arms rise, Urvahastasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Pay attention to your feet. Yes. Let go of your head completely. Inhale, halfway lift, Adha Chandrasana. Exhale, release, Uttanasana. Ooh, I made a mistake there. Inhale, halfway left, Adha Chandrasana. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back, maybe jumping. Maybe if you're jumping already to chaturanga because you want to spring with your elbows. From here, you can go to the floor, do low cobra, then up dog. Or from here, you can go just straight up to up dog. But keep your belly engaged the entire time, guys. Now lifting from your hips, back to Adha Chandrasana, downward facing dog. Deepen your breath. Remember, you always come back to your breath. You always reclaim your breath, your energy through your breath. Maybe you're building your Ujjayi pranayama, which is the inhaling and exhaling through the back of your throat or the bottom of your nose, creating heat inside your body. Maybe you're creating the Ujjayi pranayama or any other pranayama that you want, but just breathe mindfully. Come up on your toes, bend your knees, look forward. A step or maybe slightly jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, Adha Chandrasana. Exhale, release, Uttanasana. Put down to your feet, inhale, arms right, grow tall, reach to your fingertips, hands to heart center, Samasthiti begin. Okay, that was great. I lost Sharon on this. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Anyway, let's keep going here. We're going to work with the external rotations. Today, we're going to do it a lot of standing positions. Then let's start to work in that. Yes. Noelia, take that sweater out. Inhale, arms right. All the way up. Exhale, forward fold, hinging from your hips, Uttanasana. Now here, we're going to start with chair pose. Lift your fingers on the ground. Sit in an imaginary chair. Then make sure that your knees on top of your ankles and your weight is on your heels. Maybe you lift up your toes to make sure of that. Now, your pelvis is up. Pubic bone up as you lengthen your tailbone down. Don't let you touch it to go up, guys. Belly in, tailbone down. Now open up your chest. Your fingers are still on the ground. Open up your chest. Shoulders down. Now inhale and move only your arms. Breathe here. Maybe sitting lower, opening your chest, shoulders down. And very important, front ribs are in. Your front ribs are in. Breathe here. Sit lower. Breathe here. Inhale here. Exhale. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway left. Exhale, hands to the floor. Maybe jumping back to Chaturanga or stepping back to plank and lower down to Chaturanga. Maybe you go to the floor. Maybe you just go up to a dog from here. Maybe with your knees on the ground, which is one. It's up dog with your knees on the ground, but your belly, your thighs are off the floor, opening your chest. Inhale here. Exhale, press back, downward facing down. Deepen your breath. Soften into your palms. I turn the chimney and then I think that's going on in the back. You can see me more where my body and my legs are. Okay, yes, you are. I've been thinking about that a lot because you're so right. You can see anything with my dark toe. We are in down dog, guys. Keep doing. Down dog. We are in down dog. Shoulders over your wrist, right knee into your chest, round. Now lift your knee higher. Now keep your shoulders on top of your wrist. Shoot your right leg back to pull your chest forward. We are in three-legged plank, not three-legged dog. Right knee to your nose. Shoot your right leg back. Right knee to your nose. Look forward, step through. Anchor your back to flat. From here to back arch alignment. Pin your right hip in before you rise. Inhale, rise. Virabhadrasana 2. Your front thigh descends down 90-degree angle. If your knee is passing your toes, it's because you have more space. Then just walk with your foot forward. And make sure it's totally straight. And your back foot is in an angle towards diagonal front. It's not opening because it's really hard for your hips. Then release your heel down as your pelvis brings it diagonal forward. Now, your pelvic floor. Lift it up. Lift your frontal hip bones up. Lift your ribs. Get out of your waist and rotate towards your left. Making sure that your knee is not moving anywhere. Arms in a straight line. I know it's hard to hold it. Right, Adriana? Breathe. Yeah, I know. Now I want you to close your eyes and soften your toes. Maybe lifting up your toes. Breathe here. Breathe. Soften your shoulders. Reach to your fingertips both ways. From here without moving anything. Don't straighten your front thigh. Inhale, reverse warrior. Open your chest. Front ribs are in. Exhale, wind with your hands. All the way down to the floor. Lift your back heel. Lift your right foot without making any noise. Only you know about that. Lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Any modification here is more than welcome, but your thighs are off the ground. Lifting from your hips, back to Adha Chandrasana. Downward facing dog. At the beginning of the class, down dog is really challenging. But by now, we're starting to feel relief when we are in down dog. Then please enjoy that position. It's your relaxing pose. Not at the beginning, I know it's very challenging at the beginning, but by now it's getting to feel better. Shoulders over the wrist, right knee into your chest round. Shoot, not right knee, walk up, okay. Sorry guys. Back to down dog. Shoulders over your wrist, left knee into your chest round. Keep your plank, shoot your left leg back as you pull your chest forward. Left knee to your nose, shoot your left leg back. Left knee to your nose, look forward, pulling your chest forward, step through. Then if you cannot step it through all the way forward to the top of your mat, just bring your heel, helping with your hand, and step it forward. Anchor your back foot flat. From here to back arch line. Pin your left hip in before you rise. Inhale, rise. Virabhadrasana. Warrior 2. Again, make sure your knee stays on top of the ankle. And your leg is 90-degree angle, or at least your knee doesn't touch your toes. Maybe you need more space, and then you can go lower. Your back leg is completely engaged, right, Her? Yes. Right leg is completely engaged. Right knee cap is up, engage your quads in the back leg. And your back toes, remember, are in an angle. Your pubic bone up towards your navel, not talking too much, just to bring your pelvis in your chest. Get your ribs up, growing taller, and rotate towards your right. Make sure your knee stays on top of the ankle. Noelia, adjust your front foot. Make sure that it's in an angle. Bring it to the center a little bit more. Yeah, that your front heel is in line with your back arch. This is the normal way to do it, but if you need more space, walk your left foot to your left. I know you're holding your pose. That's totally okay. Breathe here. I know the arms are really start to be tired. Breathe here, close your eyes. And soften whatever you need to soften. Soften your shoulders maybe. Keep your belly engaged, but soften. Soften your legs maybe, but maybe you go lower. Now, Elia, keep your knee on top of your ankle. Breathe here. Yes, yes, yes. Your back leg is engaged. Inhale, reverse warrior, opening your chest. Your arm is reaching up and back, stretching the lateral side, but your front ribs are in, hugging in. Exhale, wind with your hands. all the way down to the floor. But if you have something on your shoulders, you just release your hands on the ground. And step back to plank, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Lifting from your hips. Keep your elbows in, guys. Elbows in, attached to your body to protect your shoulders. Breathe and enjoy your relaxing pose. Adha Chandrasana, downward facing dog. Deepen your breath. Soften to your pose. Maybe you are building on your Samavriti pranayama, which is same length of inhalations and same length of exhalations. Then it can be 1 to 3, 1 to 4, which is the one that I use because I'm short on my breath. Or you can go to all the 8. 8 is wonderful. It's deeper and longer breaths. It's wonderful. I cannot get there yet. But just breathe mindfully. Maybe that's Samavriti pranayama. It's good for you. Maybe the Ujjayi pranayama. Just breathe mindfully, guys. Come up on your toes, bend your knees, look forward. Step or slightly jump. Inhale, halfway left, Adha Chandrasana. Exhale, release Uttanasana. Root down to your feet, sit your belly in. Inhale, right, raise with your chest all the way up. Grow tall, Urdhva Hastasana. Hands to heart center, Samasthiti. We're going to go to more standing position, guys. Inhale, arms right. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway left. Exhale, hands to the floor. Right foot back, right knee, right foot back, left foot back. If you're stepping back, or if you're jumping, jump into chaturanga already with your arms in a sprint. Inhale, up dog. Maybe you do low cobra and then up dog. And then back to downward facing dog. Shoulders over your wrist. Right knee into your chest round. Shoot your right leg back. Right knee outside of your right armpit. Shoot your right leg back. Right knee to your nose. Look forward. Pulling yourself forward. Step through. Anchor your back foot flat. Inhale, right. Virabhadrasana 2. We'll be here. You're totally okay here. Make sure your knee is facing top of the ankle and you're pressing more onto your heel than you're using your muscles. Now reach forward and place your right hand inside of your right foot on block or floor. Inside. Left arm up towards the seat. Inside of your right foot. Now I want you to pin your right hip in, guys. Right hip in and back. Pubic bone up towards your navel. Pull your sternum forward and rotate your ribs up to the ceiling as you take your top arm and wrap it forward. Then your pinky is in on the top arm. Your triceps are wrapping towards your face. As you release your shoulders down, your right shoulder especially, down. Now rotate your ribs, softening your front ribs in. Inhale here. Your right foot, right hand is inside of your right leg. Inside, not outside. Then your right arm is helping you to keep your knee in position. Inhale, reverse warrior without moving your front thigh at all. Don't straighten your front thigh at all. Opening your chest, front ribs in. Exhale, wheel your hands all the way down to the floor. Step back to plank. Don't make any noise. Lower down, chaturanga. Any modification is welcome. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Maybe your knees are on the ground, maybe not. Lifting from your hips. Back to Adha Chandrasana. Downward facing dog. Remember to breathe, to reclaim your breath, reclaim your energy through your breath. Soften whatever you need to soften. And remember to listen to your body all the time. Shoulders over your waist, left knee into your chest round. Keep your plank, shoot your left leg back. Listen to the next one. Left knee outside of your left armpit. Push your armpit, shoot your left leg back. You keep your plank, left knee to your nose. Look forward, step. Anchor your back foot flat. Inhale, rise. Virabhadrasana 2. Warrior 2. Now reach forward. And place your right hand outside of your left hand outside of your left foot. Your right arm up towards the ceiling. Again, your front side descends 90-degree angle. Ooh. Your right, thank you, Adriana. Your left arm is inside of the left foot. Yes, because this one is a modification of Utthita Parsvakonasana. Your left arm is pressing onto your knee, keeping your knee on top of the ankle, pinning your left hip in. Now your top arm, you wrap it forward. Your back leg is completely engaged. Breathe here. Breathe here. Pubic bone up towards your neck. Rotate your ribs, from ribs in. Shoulders down as you reach to your right fingertips forward. Yes, wrapping your thighs up towards your front. Breathe. Soften into your pulse. Now root down to your feet. Sit your belly in. Engage your abdominal muscles first. Inhale, reverse warrior. Don't move your front thigh at all. Exhale, windmill your hands. Or maybe shoulders, something on your shoulders. Just relax your shoulders on the ground. And step back to plank. Maybe you lower down chaturanga. Maybe you go down all the way down to the floor. Then do low cobra. And then up dog. And then back to downward facing dog. Or just skip it all together. And press just back to downward facing dog. Deepen your breath. Soften into your pulse. Shoulders over your waist, right knee into your chest round. Right knee, don't shoot it back. Right knee outside of your right armpit. Right knee to your nose. Right knee outside of your left armpit. Right knee to your nose. Look forward, pulling your chest forward, step through. Anchor your back foot flat, inhale, rise. Virabhadrasana 2. Remember, your back foot is in an angle. Your front foot is straight. Yes. Back foot is in an angle towards the front. It's in an angle towards the front, and your pelvis is right the same. Your pelvis is diagonal forward, but your torso is all the way flat towards your left. Now straighten your front leg. Maybe you can go shorter because we're going to do Trikonasana, and I need to have control of my leg and do not hyperextend my knees. I go shorter in my stance, and then I straighten my both legs without hyperextending. Both legs are straight. Reach forward and place your right hand outside of your right foot on block or floor, left arm up towards the seat. Trikonasana. Right hand outside of your right foot, left hand up towards the seat. Trikonasana. Then your right hand can be on your shin, on the ground, but the ground you need to go higher. 3 important triangles in the triangle pose, the Trikonasana, is the whole triangle of the entire pose. That's a big triangle. the triangle that you create between your legs. And the triangle, the third triangle that we create is here with your right hip and your right torso. That triangle, we need to open it. We need to open that triangle. That triangle right here, Adriana. Yes. Open up your chest, get taller, and then create this triangle here. Yes. Beautiful. Breathe here. Breathe. Root down to your feet. Keep your belly in. Look down. Your balance is a lot better when you look down. Inhale, right, straight arms, straight legs. Straight arms, straight legs. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Make sure that your knee stays on top of the ankle, not coming in. Exhale, windmill your hand all the way down to the floor. Step back to plank. If you're doing your vinyasa, lower down chaturanga. Any modification is great. Maybe low cobra, then up dog. But your thighs are open, so you have to lower back. Left foot from your head, back to Adha Chandrasana. Then remember, this is your relaxing pose. This pose brings your entire body to neutral. You're coming back to symmetrical pose after the external rotation of the hips, which is asymmetrical pose. Now we're coming back to neutral, to symmetrical body. Breathe here. Shoulders over your wrists, left knee into your chest round. Don't shoot it back, but your shoulders stay on top of your wrist. Left knee outside of your left armpit. Left knee to your nose. Left knee outside of your right armpit. Left knee to your nose. Look forward. Step through. I know that one is a really hard one. And curl your back foot flat. Inhale, rise. Virabhadrasana 2. Warrior 2. Breathe here. Soften whatever you need to soften here, guys. Breathe. Now, Elia, engage your back leg. Back leg is completely engaged. Yes. Straight. Not locking your knee, remember. Micro bend your knee. And lift up your kneecap so you engage your quads. It's extending your arms. You're not extending your arms because you're locking on your joints. You're extending your arms because you're engaging your triceps. And you're extending your arms with your muscles. Stretching your front leg. Maybe you go shorter. Maybe not. Straightening both legs. Both kneecaps are up. Both quads are engaged. Reach forward and place your left hand outside of your left foot and block the floor. Right arm up towards the ceiling. Then sometimes when we want to reach the floor, this triangle here, which is the third one that I already talked about that, we lost this triangle. It's better to go higher even in a block or on your shin, that you create a space. You let it in, you lengthen your torso forward. Your belly is in, you're rotating your ribs up towards the ceiling, reaching to your right fingertips. Triangle pose. Trikonasana. Soften your toes, guys. Both legs are engaged. Breathe here. And your gaze. Let's talk about the gaze. You can look down. You tuck your chin into your chest, and your chest is in line. Your neck is straight. Now, from here, you look down, you look forward, or you look up. But your neck is soft in any position, any way that you choose your gaze. Trikonasana. I know we're holding it. Look down to your feet. Tip your belly in. Look down for your balance. Inhale, straight arms, straight legs. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Your front ribs are hanging in. Exhale, windmill your hand all the way down to the floor. And step back to plank without making any noise, remember? Lower down chaturanga. Maybe your knees are on the ground or not. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Opening your chest. Urdhva Mukha, your sides of the floor, even if you're using your knees. Left foot from your hips. Back to Adha Mukha, Svanasana, downward facing dog. In this one, just relax. And remember, your front faces here are in. As you press your palms into the floor, extend your sitting bones towards the backward, releasing your heels from the ground. And remember, it's always coming back to a relaxing pose. Just breathe. Maybe we can use the Shinhasana right here, which is the lion breath. You inhale through your nose. Open your mouth, stick your tongue out, big exhale. Inhale through your nose. Stick your tongue out, big exhale. One more time, inhale through your nose. Stick your tongue out, exhale. Breathe. Shoulders over your wrists, right knee into your chest one. Should you right leg back as you pull your chest forward. Right knee to your nose. Should you right leg back. Right knee to your nose. Look forward, step two. Anchor your back to flat. Inhale right. Virabhadrasana 2. Warrior 2. Now reach forward and place your right hand outside of your right foot, left hand up toward the ceiling. Now take your top arm and wrap it forward. Breathe here. Breathe. Now bring your top arm all the way up. Hand on your head. No. Extend your arm all the way up. Root down to your feet. Okay, I'm so sorry. Somebody was knocking on my door and it was a mistake. Okay. Take your top arm and wrap it forward. Let's go back to Utthita Parsvakonasana, side downward pose. Breathe here. Breathe here. Yes, bring your top arm all the way up, hand on your head, look down. Now walk forward with your block in hand, 18 inches in front of you, and glide up into Adha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Now half moon pose. Press into your left heel towards the back wall. Keep your belly in and up. Pull your stomach forward. And again, you can use your block in front. Now pull your chest forward and rotate towards the up toward the ceiling, reaching with your left fingertip up toward the ceiling. Remember your gaze is totally, it's a lot on your balance. Then look down, but if it's in your practice, you can look forward or up, which helps me a lot to look down, guys. My right arm is underneath my shoulder. Breathe here. Now, left hand on your hip, look down again, take a huge step back, stretch it out in Utthita Parsvakonasana again. Breathe here. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale, reverse warrior. Opening your chest. Exhale, bring your hands all the way down to the floor. A step back to plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Elbows in, horses. Lifting from your head, back to Adha Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog. Let's practice Shinhasana again. Inhale through your nose. Stick your tongue out, breathe, exhale. Inhale through your nose. Stick your tongue out, breathe, exhale. One more time. Inhale through your nose. Stick your tongue out, breathe, exhale. Last round. Shoulders over your wrist, left knee into your chest round. Look forward, step slow. Anchor your back foot flat. Inhale, right, Virabhadrasana 2. I went softer on the legs right now here, guys. Between knocking on the door and then thinking what I was doing, I forgot. Breathe here. Let's take advantage of that. Now reach forward and place your left hand outside of the left foot on blocker floor, right arm up for the feet. Take your top arm and wrap it forward. This one is the classic Utthita Padmasana. Breathe here. And this class went way more than kind of level 2, right? But you're ready. You've been practicing every day. Bring your right arm all the way up, hand on your head. Look down. Walk with your foot or your hand or your block, whatever you have in there. Push to your right foot and glide up into Adha Chandrasana. Again, you're pressing to your right heel touch the back wall of the ball of your foot. Your right hip is diagonal forward. It's not open because you twist your knee. You release your right hip diagonal forward as your left leg is completely straight. Now pull yourself forward and rotate your wrists. Your wrists rotate up towards the ceiling, reaching with your right fingertips up. Any modification here is more than welcome. Make sure that your left leg is completely engaged. Left hip up is up. Use your muscles. Breathe here. And remember your gaze helps you a lot with your balance. Breathe. Now release your top hand on your head. Look down again. Walk back. Take a huge step back and stretch it out in Utthita Padmasana. Come back to your pose. Inhale to the swallow. Exhale, windmill your hands all the way down to the floor. A step back to plank. Last shot to round out the day. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. And back to downward facing dog. You can skip it all together as I did. Breathe. Release your knees on the ground. Cross your ankles. And bring your legs in front of you. Okay. We're going to do here. I'm going to mirror you. Then, you can always use a blanket again. Then your right knee, your right foot outside of the left knee. Guys, today I got really excited teaching that I'm going to be over an hour just for a few minutes, guys, because I was really happy teaching. Hug your right knee with your left arm. But if you need to go, please, just relax for a moment. Okay, hug your right knee with your left arm. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, rotate your torso and release your hand on the ground. Feel your shin bones on the ground. Make sure that your left heel is pressing down into the ground. Your left thigh bone is on the ground. Lift your chest and rotate towards your left, towards your right. Breathe, rotate towards your right. Shoulders down, and maybe you're looking over your right shoulder. Breathe. Inhale here. Look towards the front and unwind your back. Now bring your right knee towards the side. Inhale, arms rise. Make sure your left leg is straight. Rotate your torso over your left leg and hinge forward. Place your fingertips on the ground. Maybe you're grabbing your toes. Maybe you're grabbing the outside of your left foot with your right hand as you pull yourself forward. Wherever you are, I want you to release your left shoulder down, your right shoulder down as you pull yourself forward and then hinge from your head. Not rounding the spine. Pulling your sternum forward and hinging. Breathe here. Your left leg is engaged. Soften. Engage, lengthening your hamstring, guys. Breathe here. Beautiful. Pull yourself forward. Come back up. Bring your knee to the center. Extend your legs in front of you. Inhale, arms right. Exhale, hinging from your hips forward. Again, pull yourself forward and hinge. Pull yourself forward and hinge. Your legs are straight. You can use always blocks and stay here. Halfway, but pull yourself forward and hinge. Not rounding a spine. It's not important where to reach. It's how you lengthen your spine. Pull your sternum to lengthen your spine. Come back up. Now bend your left knee. Bring your left foot outside of your right knee. Hug your left leg with your right arm. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, release your hand behind. Again, root down to your sitting bones. Root down to your heel, right heel. Stick your belly in. Lengthen your sternum up towards the ceiling. And rotate a little bit more towards your left. Left shoulder back and down. Maybe you look over your left shoulder. Inhale here. Look towards the front. Exhale and wind. That's wonderful. Bring your left knee to the side. Inhale, arms wide. Rotate your torso over your right leg and hinge forward. Place your fingertips on the ground. Maybe you're grabbing the outside of your foot. Maybe you're grabbing your toes. Maybe you're using a block, which is never available for me, and hiding your block. Whatever you do here, pull your sternum forward and hinge and release your left shoulder a little bit more down to even up your shoulders. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale, come back up. Bring your knee to the center, extend your left. Inhale, arms right. Exhale, forward. Breathe here. Pull your sternum forward, come back up. Okay, now let's go down to the floor line. I apologize for the time. Bring your legs with you, lay down on your back. Tuck your chin into your chest. Draw your thighs towards your chest. Apanasana, knees to chest. Now place your hands in a cactus way. Now bring your legs all the way towards your left side. As you relax your legs on the ground, you bring your knees closer to your elbow. As you relax your opposite shoulder and look into the opposite way too. If your arm is on the earth, your right arm, please place your right hand on your right wrist. Then your shoulder stays still in the right, the external rotation, which I want. Breathe. Keep your belly in, using your abdominal muscles. Bring your legs to the center. Now all the way to your right. As you release your legs from the ground, bring your knees higher, closer to your right hand. And release your left shoulder down to the ground, looking to the opposite. Then you're looking to the opposite, you're stretching the sternocleidomastoid, which is the muscle of your neck. But it's always lovely to look over your right shoulder. And just try different positions for you. Just listen to your body closely. Keep your belly in, using your obliques. Bring your legs to the center. Now, hug your knees. Get a little tiny ball of your body, but your shoulders are the only one that relax down. And maybe you can keep your knees and sink your body. And on the exhalation, relax. In Shavasana, final pose. Shavasana, final pose. Remember, this one is one of the hardest poses because it's here. It's hard. At least for me, guys. And just breathe. Focus on your breath. Take a pure, deep, conscious breath. And start to arrive into your inner self, which is a sacred space. Relax everything going on in your life and enjoy the time with yourself. Come back here to the present moment, the here and now. Come back to that room, to that space that you create. And maybe a gentle movement, maybe with your fingers, with your toes, maybe a bit stretch. Whatever you need here, whatever your body is craving, move the weight of your body. Bend your knees and roll to right in a fetal position. Maybe you have, if you have lower back issues, roll to your left. Or you're pregnant, roll to your left. Stay in the fetal position just for a moment to breathe back. Pressing one hand into the front, push your step up, come up into a sitting position, keep your eyes closed. Hands to your heart. Lift your chest, lift your heart, and bow your head. You just bow your head, your brain, your knowledge to your own heart. And allow your heart to live, not your brain. From my heart to yours, I can see the light and love in you. We are all one. Namaste.